Hello, welcome back to Tony's Board Life. I am, of course, Tony, and today we are going to start a campaign for B17 Flying Fortress Leader by DVG Games. Now, this is a game that I've been looking forward to getting to the table for quite a long time, and it is one of my 10 to play in 2023. Actually, this will be number 8 for me. I was going to do just a real short, basically mission-based campaign. I chose... But then I was like, well, then you don't get to see the whole gameplay. And it was kind of one of those things I needed to find a shorter campaign to play. And what I've decided to do, instead of playing the campaign, the first campaign that everybody plays, is I have decided to do Operation Crossbow, which is March 1943 to May 1943. And in this one, the V1 flying bomb was a pulse jet cruise missile that was launched from Axis-occupied France. Operation Crossbow attacked French launch sites. And basically with this one, we are going to be going after these sites. Now, one real quick, this should say V01 to 16, V16. And so that's the only real issue with this one. They got this one mixed up. But that's the only issue with this one. So at the beginning of each month, draw 4 V weapon site targets until 4 undamaged targets are held. Do not use secondary mission cards and double VPs for the V weapon site targets. Now I have here, so let's go ahead. We're going to expand this out just a little bit. I have here the B17 V weapon sites, and one of the things you have to do each weekly turn is this one is you roll on this on each one, and if it was 8+, you lose 2 weekly SO points for that week. So you don't have to mess this one back up. So these are basically my secondary targets when it comes down to it. Really, they're primary because we want to go after them. Now, I am actually using some of the expansion stuff just because I think it's a little bit easier. So I'm using the SO track, VP and SO track, so I don't have to keep track of, I don't have to use the mission logs anymore. And then I'm also using the airfields that came with them. Now, you don't have to buy the expansions to get either of these. They're on BGG. You can print them off. And basically it has, so we're going to get on this one right here, and we'll zoom in on it here. It basically has everything that you need. Whoa. Sorry about that. So it has your counter that you'll use on the main board. It has how many destruction, what your hit points are, has your experience. If there's a leader, there's equipment, tactics, equipment, tactics, and bombs. And then you got a spot for your card. So these are different airfields in London, or in England, sorry. And old Blighty, as my good friend Ruff would say. And some of them actually have, if you pay SO points, you get benefits off of them. I'm not using that. I'm just using these for track so I don't have to keep track of the log. So between this and the VP and SO tracker, I really don't need to keep a log. But let's take a look here at who I have, what I've bought my points. I've done a few things ahead of the game. So in this case, we have 75 SO points to start off with, plus 22 for the first one because you get the first weeks. And then your monthly replacement points 14. You get 1 recruit, 2 green, 1 average, and 1 skilled. Again, this is a little bit later, so if you figure a few of them go done. We'll roll for this Luftwaffe squadron. We get 3 airfields, 4 factories, and the theaters take a little go in there, and there is some technologies here available, which is kind of interesting to see. But you don't use the secondary missions on that one. And basically, we need to get 50 plus for great VPs. Now, remember, the V sites count as double. This is basically only 9 weeks because there's only 3 weeks in March and 3 weeks in May. And to me, that is like the weather and stuff like that affect that. I'm not using any of the option roles, so I'm not using the weather or anything like that. But so that's that. Now, what I've done is I've done 5 bombers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bombers. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I've done 2 escorts. That way I can always have an escort if I need to when I get to it. And first one that I have here, so this is one of my greens, is the Grim Reaper. That's a green. +0 on the air to ground, and his tonnage is 6. So that's all the B17 are that way. So I have the Grim Reaper as my green. My second green, because I have to have 2 greens, right? Yeah, 2 greens. And then if I bought another one, which I did, so I'll have 3 greens. But we have Paradise Lost. Again, the air to ground is a +1 for the OK. I also have, and I got this one particularly just in case, as this can do the ASW, the anti-submarine warfare. And this one is a green one as well, so this was the extra one of the extra ones I bought. I have my average is the 91st, which is the Memphis Belle Group. Remember, these are groups, not particularly individual fighters. They just kind of did that. Another one of my greens here is the Spitfire here with an air-to-air of 2, so that's good. My other fighter escort, is the Thunderbolt. It has a +3, and I made this one of my only recruit that I required. Now, if I get any more, then I'll have to do that one. And then my skilled is the Berlin Sleeper. Gives a +1 air to ground. So this is it. And then the number right here is what I need to get experience points wise on that. So I've got all those guys all set up and ready to go. And I'll tell you what, if you download the new rules, they are very good. I've gone through them a few times. I'm not going to say I'm an expert. By no means am I an expert. So I may miss something. I have a feeling most of the things that I'm going to miss are basically going to be things like modifiers and things like that. So, but let's go ahead. We're going to get started on this and get things prepped so we can get into our first week. Now, first thing we need to do is the year, month, and week. So year is 1943. The month is March, and if you notice, there's 3 weeks. So 3, and we are on week 1. So that's where we're at on that one. We don't have any days. Now we've got Luftwaffe squadrons, which, again, you can take a look at here. There are 12, and I have 12 right here for them to be placed. So what you do is we take our handy-dandy dice tower, and we roll 2 dice. We add them together, and then we put them where they're at. And you can see that some of them have smaller, like we have 2 and 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then all the rest of them are individuals. So we're just going to start rolling. I have to do this 12 times. And I think what I'll do is, before we really get started, is I'm going to put this right here, and then we'll just zoom in so you guys can see a little bit better. Okay, first one together is 18. By the way, that is a 10 with that one. That's a 10 on that one. Next one is 19. Interesting. Goes in the same place. You can have multiple, and I mean as many. There's no limit on them. 9 and 4 is 13. Right here. Uh, 16. I kind of like this so far. 14. 13 up here. Okay. 14 again. Well, this could be interesting, the way things going. 11. That one was a little bummer. I actually don't know the targets yet, so we don't know. 12. Well, the fact that I've got basically 5 of them out here is kind of a good thing, because I'm not going to be running into that deep area quite yet, hopefully. 7 and 4 is 11. I'm hoping my math is right. My maths is good. 6 down here. Got 2 more left. Let's see here. What do we got? 9 and 6. So 15. This is actually kind of nice, I think. And we have 3. So all the way over here. Interesting. There's nice wide open down here. That'll be interesting. Hopefully that's a good sign for this mission to start off with. Yeah. We'll have to see how that goes. All right, so the war theaters. So let's go ahead and we're going to slowly move over here and then down here we go. Our war theaters, you take a look at this one. So Algeria. So for the med theater, Algeria's right here. So it's in Algeria. And then Kursk is right here. So we have our Kursk set up. So we have our theater set up. We are the bandit are all set up. And this one, again, I'm not using any special rules. So all the bandits are set up here that need to be. I'm not using the optional veteran or norm or into any of that. Bomber and fighter groups, I've purchased those. So that's all set. Okay, now we do the initial aircraft factories. So how many aircraft factories are we going to have? Well, let's take this here. And aircraft factories, we get 4 aircraft factories. So we'll take this. This is the aircraft factories target deck. We'll do a quick crap shuffle. Cut it. And then let's see what our targets is. So first one. Oh, real close. This one's in the Netherlands. 12. Where that one's at. Next one is in Germany. So this one's Hex 18. I doubt we'll get to that one, because 18 is right out here. Yeah, I doubt we get to that one. Unless we absolutely have to. So we have this one, which is also in Germany. Firth, Germany. Hex 3. So that's all the way down here. Down here. So that's that one. And how many factories? Yes. So this is my last factory. Right here. Oh, this one's in France. It's Hex 11, which unfortunately has 2 there. So there are our factories. So we've got our factories. Now each one has supply, so I need to put the supply counters over here. So our first factory has a supply of 2. So let me grab that. Supply of 2, and then I've got a supply of 5. Another supply of 2. And, oh, down here. Put those in the wrong spot. And I have one more, which is also a supply of 2. So, and as we get into the next months, we'll see what this does and how badly it hurts us. Okay, so we've got that now, and now we need to do the airfield targets. So these are the airfield targets, and according to the sheet here, we need to do 3 of these. And so let's go ahead and see where we're at. Quick cut, and our first one is Tours France, range 2, hex 7. So right here. So that's a good one to start off with. Then, next one, hex 5, range 3. It's 5 all the way here. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then finally, our last one here is hex 13, range 2. So I think 13 is right in the middle there. So that'll be target number 7. All right. So our airfield leaders are all done on that one. Now, I will need to do the campaign. Event cards are right here. I'll shuffle them up the first time I use them. Campaign target cards. Now, this is where this comes in. So we need to choose 4 undamaged. So we need 4 cards because they're going to be undamaged. So let's go ahead. There are, like I said, 16 in here. I think 16 or 12. I think 12. So our first one is in France, X9. And, yep. This is only 10, but no air to ground. So that might be an easier one to do. So that one's in 10, so that's right here. That's really easy. There's no Luftwaffe squadrons. Hex 11. This one's a real good one, but it's a -1 for air to ground. Then our next one is also here. Is that a under construction one? Nope. There's a couple that are under construction. So this is hex 11. So we've got 2 in hex 11. And then finally, our last one here. This one's under construction, so this one I won't need to roll for, which is nice. It's hex 11, range 1, but it takes a lot to hit. Okay. All right. So I have all my targets, so I'm going to take these and I'm going to put them right here. Okay. Oh, no secondary missions. We're not doing ETO tactical missions here. German Defense Commander. So we have our, let's find out who our German Defense Commander is. So we'll do a quick crap shuffle. And our leader is, got to roll for some U-boats possibility. Not too bad on this one. Replacements +8. So likelihood this guy, we're going to have to deal with this guy for all 2. So we could do flak gun, radar, and surveillance radar. Interesting. So as we could be dealing with that. Tactics, the nice thing is no bandit tactics. That's kind of a nice thing. Okay. Now, we did have U-boat support. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to roll 3 dice. And we could have up to 3. Anything that's a 5+ is a U-boat, a 2 U-boat. So weekly SO points are maybe a problem if we work. So I've got to roll 3 die, 3d10, and we'll see. 5+ gets them. So let's take a look at these 2. I have a 1 and a 10, so there's definitely 1, and then I need to roll 1 more. And it's an 8. So I'm going to have 2 U2, 2 U-boats with a danger of 2. So we'll just put them on here. So I was kind of glad I grabbed that the B24, so they can go after these 2 U-boats if they're there each week not the first week, obviously, or yeah, including the first week. I will lose 4. So we put them down here. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. So we have that. Let's see here. No special technology on this one. Okay. If the German defense has technologies, then locate the corresponding technology counter and place it on the month track. indicated the number of months ahead for the current month. Okay, so let me take a look at that. I'm going to pause here. All right, so it looks like these will be coming online in the next month, not this month, because we put them 1 month ahead. So they will go in April. So then they'll be available. And what this does, this is not good, because it makes our flak radar a +2. Come on. And our defense response +2. So that's, yeah, those are going to go 1 month here. That's annoying. So I need to definitely do some damage here, or hopefully this guy will get replaced because then the technology goes away. Okay, so we are all set. And now we head to our sequence of play. Now, I have, so my weekly SO points are 22. I added it into the initial one for the first week because I had seen someplace that you get those the first time. So we did that. Let me move this out just a little bit more. So that's where all my SO points I've got. So I have 15 left. So, but I need to do the adjustments. So I need to take 4 off of that. And that's where having this thing is nice, because I can just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I have to roll for the V sights. So my first one here is I roll 8 plus, I lose 2. So this one, 8 plus, I lose 2. And let's see if I can, yeah, so, and I rolled an 8. So I lose 2 more SO points. This isn't good. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this one right here. So this one is 9 plus, and I got a 1, so I don't lose any on that one. And then this one right here is an 8 plus as well. Let's go ahead and roll on that one. 6. Okay, so I only lost 2 this turn. And the other one is under construction here, so it won't matter so much. So I don't have to roll on that one, which is really cool. Okay, purchase any groups of commanders. I'm not going to do that right now. Yeah, purchase groups, commanders, or recon assets. And yeah, so now we're going to do the morning briefing. So we are going to select the targets to attack. And I think the first target we are going to attack let's see here. Okay, let's do, since they're double the victory points, we're going to go ahead and go after this weapon site first. So we're going to put this as the target right here. And then really just need this area. So I think what I'll do is I will put this up here. And then I go right here. That way. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. Yeah, I'm going to have to zoom this out just a little bit more. Oop, not in, out. Come on, Tony. I want you to see the die rolls. Okay, there we go. Got it. And we can leave those back there. All right, so what we're going to do is, so that's going to be our first target. We are going to, it's not hardened, and there is no Luftwaffe. So because this is 9, so we're right here. So we're going to go 1. This will be this one. We're going to go 1, 2. Okay. And since this one is so important, we are going to send 97th, the 305. And how many bombers can I take? I can do up to 4 on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do 3. Oh, let's do 4 bombers, because Death Dealer's going to do that. So we're going to have 4 bombers go out here. So 4 bombers here. And I only have 9 SO points, by the way. And we're going to send the 31st just in case. Okay, so 31st, so we are all set here. Now, armament-wise, let me go ahead and figure out what I want to do with this, and we can go from there. All right, so what I've decided to do was I'm loading up two B17s with this one. It has 1 SO point and it's weight 2. So I gave this one to the +1s to see if I can get some good damage, and then the rest of them are getting the other two planes are just going to be loaded up with these M30s, which the D is for dispersed targets. We don't have any dispersed targets, so this one's going to go. It's only going to hit on a 9 or a 10. So I'm just going to give. So that's the way it worked out. All the ones with a +1. Oh, not Death Dealer. This one right here. All the ones with +1s are gonna take them that way. I need one more here. Okay, good. Got it. All right, so we have our initial thing here, and as you can see, I actually loaded them up here on the bottom. I loaded them up with their bombs, and then we'll drop them as they come through. But first, we need to roll for our Luftwaffe response. And there's no pluses or minus on this one. It's just what the roll is. Let's hope not high. So a 6. A 6 roll is high. I can get range 1 and then 5, up to 5. That's not good. But now to help us remember, we have our nice little response token right here. Oh, okay. We have loaded up all of those. And we pull a target bound event card. So here we go. A random bomber group must jettison 1 bomb of your choice. Well, that sucks. Random. Well, so I've got. Let's go back over here. So I've got 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a random one. And I rolled an 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so one of these bombs gets sent away. Not the worst one, because that one I wasn't planning on doing too much on that one. Okay. Now, so what then we do is then we move into the first one. And do we have a Luftwaffe response? Yes, we do. We have these two right here. So these two are going to respond. So I'm going to flip them over. And since they're adjacent, we go with the 3. And this one right here, we go with the 3. And what I do then is I take this and we go through it. And we pull out 2. So here we go. Nope. I pulled out 3, so I'm going to put them all back in. 1, 2. Okay, what do we got here? Well, this is nice. We have a no bandit, so that'll go back in here. And then we have this one. Oop, it's going to be, we're going to have the white, because it's adjacent, you use the white one up here. Now, it goes right here. Since I have a fighter, and there's only 1 bandit, I will move it up to here. And now my 31st here, my 31st is slow. So that does not help me. So that means the bandit will go first. Now the bandit hits on a 6+, So it's 6 or 7, 1 hit, 8 or 9, 2 hits, and 10, 3 hits. That's the durability, so that's when I roll. This is that 1. So let's go ahead. We're going to roll. And here we go. We're rolling. 3, no hits. Now he'll only hang out, by the way, this one right here, so he only hangs out for that one for this one turn. He only gets 1 pass. It means I only get 1 pass. Now, the Spitfire here is a +2 to his attack roll, and that's all it is. So he gets +2, so he needs a 9 or a 10, because if he gets a 10, it destroys it. If not, it flies away. Gets a 2, +1 is a 3, so nothing happens. They kind of shot at each other, but nothing happened. Okay, now we move into here. Liftoff response again, adjacent. So that's going to be this one. So we only pull 1. No, we only pull 1 here. And we pull. No, it's adjacent, so it's going to be on the back side here. FW 109 or 190. So in this case, the F4, which is a tactic, will not happen because we're just going to put that right there because my escort's still with me. Because the leader, the commander, doesn't have it. So again, bandits attack first because that guy's slow. He gets a 6, so I do get 1 hit on my them. So this is the 1 hit. His durability is a 1 also. So I need, and he is a +2 still. So I need, at a +2, I need a 9 or a 10 because it's a +1. 8, yeah, 9 or a 10. And we rolled a 4, +1 is 5. He's only 1 turn, he flies away. And now we do our bombing run. So, bombing run, we've got the target here. And we're going to go in order of the planes. So the 305th is first. And we have to roll for flak. So it's 1 roll, a 7, 8, or 9 is a hit, a 10 is 2 hits. But the 305th has a durability as 1, so I subtract 1 out of that one. Okay, here we go. So we're going to roll for flak. So this -1, 8 minus 1 is a 7. A 7 is 1 damage. Oh, they get 1 damage on this flight. The 305th, yes, 1 damage on this flight. Okay, now he is going to go through and drop all 3 of his bombs. And they'll hit on an 8 or a 10. And 8, 9 is 1 hit, 10 is 2 hits. So first 2 bombs dropped. And oh, really? 2 hits, 2 9s. Nice, so that's 2 hits. All right. 2 hits. That was, couldn't ask for anything better than that. And then I got my final one, which is a 3. So that one misses. So I've got 2 hits on it already. Awesome. Okay. Next flight is going to be the 97th. This one has a +1, but it's also a -1 for the flak. So we roll 1 die. 4 minus 1 is a 3, so no problems there. He gets a +1 on air to ground, and he's going to drop his 3 bombs right here. Oh, I forgot. These, because we did it go to 2, should be okay, not a problem. First 2, dropping away. We have a 6 and a 5, so that's a 7 and a 6, and so we're looking at 3 hits, so this goes up to 5. So we're up to 5 hits already. That's really good. We are up to to 10. Here we go. We're up to 6 hits. And these 2 bombs go away. And we roll 1 more. This will be a +1 again. 2 + 1 is a 3, so this one misses. So we're already up to... Are we up to... So it was 2 and then... Oh, sorry. It was 5. 5 hits, not 6. All right. And now, next one is the 92nd. Oh, okay, yeah, this one's a good one too. This gets +1 on his die rolls. He also gets -1 on flak, so we need to roll the flak first. So flak goes in. 10 -1 is a 9, so that's 1 damage to the 92nd. I'll put that up here. Okay, here we go. +1 for this. First 2. 4 and a 2, so these 2 miss here. I was hoping for more than that. That is kind of a bummer. And then a +1 for this last one, which is a 9. +1 is a 10, so 2 more. So this goes up to 7. There's the 7. This goes up to 7 hits. Okay, and I really want to get at least 1 more hit to get that at heavy. Okay. Now, this last one's going to be a little more difficult because they have the lesser bombs where they only hit on 8s and 10s, and that's it, and there's no modifiers. But we need to roll flak. Oop, helps if I get it in. Flak, 9 -1 is an 8. He also gets a -1 damage. That flak's not destructive so much, but annoying. Keep losing. Okay, here we go. 2 dice. I need an 8, 9, or 10. 8, 9, or 10. 8, 9, or 10. 10. 2. So this goes up to 9, which is awesome. This one goes up to 9. And we were one shy. Ugh, that's so close. We were 1 shy away from destroying this, so that's a little frustrating. Now, what's nice is we have, so this will be heavy damage, so I'm going to replace the number here with a heavy damage marker, and so next week I'll be able to go after this one and hopefully destroy it. Okay, so now we draw an event for the homebound event. Decrease Luftwaffe activity. Draw 2 less bandits for any bandit interceptions -1. Well, that's going to be not a big deal because nothing's going to do it. So we come back here. This guy goes to 1, and these guys that goes to 2. Nothing happens, and then he's back at base, and these guys are back. So didn't have to really worry about that, like I was saying on that one. All right, so we did not destroy anything, and none of the bandits got hit, so these guys will go back, but they all get 1 experience point because they flew. So they all get 1 experience point. So as I'm putting these back, everything gets a 1 experience point here for this one. And so go 5, 97th, 91st. I'm over here putting these back on. Okay. So that was my first mission. Second mission, I'm going to go after these bombers. Okay. So, or not really, the subs. And what I'm going to do is that's going to be the 93rd here. And an ASW mission is a 7. I have to get a 7+. I'll have to find that target. Okay, I don't see it anywhere else here. Okay, so AFW is a +1. Now, unfortunately, Death Dealer has a -1 air to ground, so I need an 8, 9, or 10 to be successful. And he gets a 2, so not successful. But he does get 1 experience point. So everybody except for the 78th has 1 experience point, because the 78th fighter group did not go out. So he is done. Now, we are now done with week 1, and in this case, wasn't horrible. I was hoping to get rid of this one. That would have been nice. But unfortunately, I'll have to wait till next week, and I don't know how many SO points I'm going to lose for that one. So what we do at the end of the week, we move that there. We take care of that, and then we are all set to go on to week number 2. Which, the next week number 2, next mission should go a little bit easier. And we'll maybe target one of the other targets over here. We'll send 2 missions out, and then the ASW as well, and we'll see how that goes. So, if I missed anything, let me know. I should have gotten everything. But if I missed something, let me know. And if anything, it's probably hurts me that I didn't do it. Probably helped the game a little bit on that one. So, with that, if you have any questions, any comments, concerns, questions, let me know right in the comments. If you have not subscribed, please do. It does help let me know that I'm doing something. And smash that like button if you like this. With that, I will talk to you later. Bye.